Okay, day 39 of trading with Apex. Back to a bad start here. Show you, this is where my P&L is so far. We'll see what happens after this trade. Might lose another full R here. Felt like I probably shouldn't have traded today, but I did anyways, so. I tried to do the hammer candle strategy in the beginning here. We dumped, we're under the hourly 50 EMA, and I am supposed to really only be looking for shorts at that point, but I was just, anyways. So nice hammer candles formed, and instead of what I did yesterday, where I put my order near the low of the wick, I decided to kind of get in above the whole candle and then have my stop here. Got triggered in, took off hang on, let's see, where am I at? Yeah. Around here, I took off like 2 or 3 contracts, and then, and it was right here where I got filled on, I believe. Yeah. So, but this candle, there was a part of it where it literally like went up really fast and down really fast, like in less than a second. And that kind of scared me. So on this candle in the green, I got out of the whole trade. And then this candle appeared, which would be the first 10 EMA short like play. Bull candle opening and closing below the 10 EMA, this light blue line. So I closed out of this trade and got into the short, and that didn't really work at all. Lost a full R pretty quickly. And now I second guessed myself, because this line right here is the 30-minute high and this is the 30-minute low. And I realized, after this, okay, we're like ranging, we're coming back. Stop fill. Well, that was really loud. We're coming back down here. Maybe again, they'll try to push up. So at first there's another hammer that formed right here too, kind of like a hammer doji. So I had an order like this, or something like that. But as price kind of struggled to get above this high, I decided to cancel it, and I decided to go short again, because it's the 10 EMA, thing, where we got another bull candle opening and closing below that 10. So that's the one I just tried to play right now. Stop could have probably been up here somewhere, but it is what it is. I don't know if that long would have worked out either. And now I actually have to go, so I can't even try to make this up at this point, which kind of sucks. So we've got another losing day that is more than what I won yesterday. That's something I don't want to keep repeating, but I obviously know the way I'm trading right now is I'm not going to say it's all over the place. I kind of know why I'm entering trades, but maybe I'm just switching up the strategy a little too much. But right here, I kind of second guessed myself, because we broke the 30-minute low. So I was like, okay, well, maybe a 10 EMA play is going to work. So I set this limit sell here once this candle happened. But that just totally ran to my stop. And so now we're coming back up to VWAP, 50 EMA. Yeah, maybe this is where for sure. Let's see, let's take a look. On this particular trade, if I would have kept it open, I would have definitely had a couple of contracts taken off right here. and then would have waited for it to come to 1R or maybe 1.2. I chose 1R at first because we're kind of making a new like lower highs. So for it to hit 1.2, it'd have to come above here. And if it gets above here, I would imagine we would come up a little bit. I don't know how far up we would come past the 30-minute high, but that could be where this really comes up. We had tweezer top candles. MES gives a lot of tweezer top or tweezer bottom candles, which is, that's really interesting. But yeah, that's kind of what it is. I don't think I'll have any. I won't have any more time to set up a trade. So hopefully I'm back, and maybe there's a better setup. I can try to get some of this money back that I've lost and have a smaller losing day than yesterday. Than what I won yesterday. I don't know. We'll see, but. There it is. I will be back with an update in just a second. Okay, so I learned I didn't have to leave right away. I'm going to set this next order up. And this is where you probably say, stop trading. I can't help it. You know, I watched a video yesterday of talking about trading addiction, and I'm like, I don't know that I have an addiction. I mean, maybe. I mean, the way I've been trading as of the last like week, it's been really, you know, it's like I can't stop when I'm losing. So, you know, maybe. I'm thinking that maybe on this short here that I lost on, my stop was too tight. Like I said, like it needed to probably be up here, since we're making like lower highs. This is another lower high. So on this particular one, I've got my stop above this little, you know, pivot area here. But I don't know. It's real choppy right now. And I'm worried that if I don't take this trade and it ends up doing well, I'm going to really regret that, like when I come back and see. So that maybe is an addiction, right? Because it's like the fear, of missing out is overpowering the fear of getting in this trade and being wrong. Like I am nervous of that, of it turning, you know, of me losing again on this, but it's not like, it's not stronger than the fear of missing out. So, yeah, but we're still kind of still ranging, like it's slowly coming down. So it could come right here and turn right back around again. It's done it 3 times. This will have been the 3rd time we come down, and if it goes back,
stop filled.
You know, 3rd time I'm thinking, okay, maybe on this 3rd time it finally pushes through, you know, and breaks. And I'm sort of thinking about not TPing. Like right here, I probably set a couple of contracts to be taken off, but because I've lost so bad already, I think I'm gonna let this one kind of ride as long as it can. So let's see if I can make back. And let me go ahead and change this. If it comes all the way down here, I'll just exit all but one just to see. If it could go a little further. But we're kind of struggling, you know? That's what I don't like. As we've come into these lows, it's like the bulls just push it up. I'm just hoping that on this particular one, my stop is high enough now. This was probably too short. This hope, you know. And what I kind of like about this, when we're just looking at the candles, there's so many lines on the screen. Let me go ahead and, well, let me leave that on. And let me just take off, let's see, VWAP 50. We'll leave the 10. This box is really getting on my nerves, like looking at it. Is this even a really good box I drew? Should be kind of like that. Yeah, I guess that is pretty, that's a decent box. I won't delete it. You come down here, so we get down to this point. Then we have this box to deal with. Yeah, so I guess I will leave it. Oh, what I was trying to say is it took 4 bull candles to do this, and we just had 1 candle, kind of almost take the whole thing out. So I do like that for the bears. That doesn't necessarily mean, obviously, like anything, because this could shoot up. The same thing that the bears did, the bulls could do right now on this candle. The thing I'm hanging on to is my main strategy, which is a 10 EMA strategy, where I'm only going short below the hourly 50 EMA. And I'm getting in below bull reset candles. Bull candles opening and closing below that 10 EMA after having a bear candle open and close above it. So it's a reset candle getting in below it. I'm just kind of talking this through. Stop above or at a pivot. Now, one thing I do like, let's see if it's still doing it, on the VWAP and 50, what I've noticed is, because there's that second strategy that I have not really done in forever, but we have the 50 EMA and the VWAP right here, the dotted line. And there's this one strategy that says, okay, if price makes a strong move across both the 50 and the VWAP, wait for it to come back to that area. If the indicators are close together, you play it in the direction that it crossed. So this is not, I explained all this to like literally say that's not, it didn't do any of that, but what I noticed while trying to do that strategy is when the 50 and the VWAP are like close together, or they're, you know, or they're trying to get close together, I notice like price a lot of times will be real choppy. But once they're close together and they start to separate like they're doing now, like there's this cross right here, and they start to separate now. Watch this not work today. That would be what would happen to me. But what I notice is when they start to, why is it every time I'm making a video, like people decide to text me? 1 second. Anyways, as I was trying to say, once they start to separate, whatever direction price was kind of going in, it will really go in that direction. Like it'll, like, so what I'm thinking is since they're starting to kind of separate and they were just extremely close together, touching, crossing, which that's, they don't have to cross for what I'm saying to actually happen. But since it's coming down, it should really come down. I'm hoping. Now, if they become too separated, then, you know, price will start to adjust. Like this was kind of this whole time, like they've been separated. like for a long time, for a very long time. But as you can see, like this is kind of an example. They came kind of close together. They're kind of choppy. Okay, now they're crossing. Now they're starting to separate. Separate, separate, separate. And it's making its way up. They tried to maybe try to curl back over and meet again, but it wasn't enough. And once we got past this, they started separating even more, and it just really started going up. Now, I should have looked at this because they've stayed separated for a very long time, and there's a very large gap between them. And yeah, so anyways, I'm just kind of glad there maybe it's, I don't know yet, but maybe they're starting to separate. I hope that they do, because now this is looking like it wants to curl, like right, the VWAP wants to kind of go like this. I hope it doesn't do that. I hope it continues separating. And now we have a hammer candle. Yay for hammer candle. Oh, hopefully it doesn't close as a hammer candle. I won't like that for this trade. And now I'm like getting, like maybe I should have taken some contracts off right here. I'm going to try really hard to hold this. I hope at the very least, if this becomes a losing trade, that I'm I'm able to move my stop a few times, or a couple times before it just totally drops. I also drew this little this channel that we're kind of in. Looks like the bulls are trying to bounce it right here, but hopefully not. Hopefully they can just, the bears can just push it out and let it stay out. I'm thinking maybe I should. I think at this, okay, so now we're in that box that I was talking about. I think right here I am going to definitely take, let's take like, I'm going to take 2 contracts off once it gets, wow, that was close. I almost couldn't move that, but maybe I should have, because now it's reversing. This cost basis, and this is an area that, yeah, if the bulls don't want the bears to get past, they will try to defend it, which they're doing it. They're doing it. So we'll kind of see what happens, what kind of volume steps in. I mean, there's so many of these little bear volume spikes that once we really start taking them out, I think price is going to like really go high. Where is the 20 EMA on the 24-hour chart? Okay, so do I have it? I need to move it a little bit. There's that. Could go back to the daily 20 and maybe it'll bounce. Maybe that's where I get out of the whole position, because I don't know. Let's kind of extend this out. I would love if this candle could close inside the top of this box. I want them to really just close in this box. So, well, that's a nice little hammer trying to form. We've got 35 seconds left. Please do not close as a hammer candle. We can do it. And yeah, this is sort of not separating the way like I'm wanting this to start like getting away from the 50. They are separating, but it's like they're going in the same direction. Let me find like another example. I kind of like talking about that. Where is the next? Oh, I forgot. Oh, wait. I don't think I can. There's no other VWAP that I could, why it just disappeared. I know it resets every day, but I thought I was able to go back. When I back trade, I'm able to see VWAPs. I don't know why. Wow, I really wanted to show. Maybe we can look at M&Q. Give another example there. I mean, this kind of looks just like MES. They were separated, started, they came closer together. Here, we had a cross. This is not the best example either. But I mean, you do kind of see, like, as the 50 is going up and as this is getting a little flatter, price at least was being held up. They come a little closer together, can't quite get another cross. And once they start separating, they're kind of going up. So, like I said, I don't really like, oh, actually, wait a second. On M&Q, this is interesting. On M&Q, the VWAP and the 50 are actually very close together. So it's different than MES right now. This is close together. So,
order filled.
Okay, so 2 contracts got off, which is great. So like this would have been the play for M&Q. Let's go 1.2. Oh wait, hang on. Let me really quick. I have to change something. Oh no! Run. Okay. I have to change this to 3. Didn't want that to go really fast, and then I didn't change those contracts. Anyways, so what I was trying to say is if I was in this trade on M&Q and I saw the 50 and the VWAP like coming close together, not saying the trade can't work out because it's like it's trying to right now, but I would be a little bit nervous.
Order filled.
Wow, it is just totally dumped right now. That's great. That's great. And now, you know, I have to make a decision. Do I want to get out at the daily 20? Do I let this ride for the whole day? Like what? But as it stands right now, I have made back some, which I definitely like. Looks like they're now crossing. This would be great to see if the VWAP and the 50 start separating kind of quickly now on M&Q. I was just trying to talk through an example. What is it doing here? Okay, so see what I'm talking about right here? Now this day has been so choppy that what I'm saying may not work, but I've seen it too many times. Like now they are still going in the same direction down, but they're sort of like this had a little bit more of a curl to it, like trying to get away from the 50. And I like seeing that after they've been close together. So maybe this will keep coming down. Oh, there's the daily 20. So we've hit the daily 20. Now this is where another place where the bulls can obviously bounce it. Now we ran straight through that daily 20 yesterday, which is kind of wild. So I'm thinking we could do the same thing. We entered this box at the top, which means, yes, we go to cost basis. And if we can close, man, if we could close very near this cost basis 50% mark of this box, there's a very high chance we're coming down here. And maybe that's where I get out of the trade. Let me see. Let me go back and look really quick. Oh, man. So we have from here, well, really past this line. Let me draw a line here. Basically from here down, we have what's called empty space that price likes to fill. Just like I was kind of talking about with hammer candles, like sometimes when you get the first hammer candle, price will fill the wick before it goes up. Like, this is kind of a good example. We had this hammer candle. Stop would have been below the low, but you put your entry near the low of that wick and price will come down, fill some of it. Now this passed the lower, the low, which is kind of crazy, but anyways, my explanation is we can come down to the bottom of this box, and then I may want to think about getting out somewhere. Like, I'll even draw it, and I'll make them green. These are the maybe like targets, because at this level, bulls could definitely defend really hard and keep it from coming down here. But there's a lot of empty space. This empty space is basically the box between two boxes a lot of times. So like, this is kind of a little tiny box, but this empty space already filled with this little wick, pretty much. It didn't get all the way down right here, but that's pretty much it. And then, so I'm just trying to basically talk through the chances of it coming way down here. They pull up the 24-hour chart. I know it looks all crazy. We're bouncing off that 20, which we could definitely bounce. But we didn't really, we closed above it on the 24-hour chart yesterday, but it was not we still ran through it pretty hard. So I'm thinking maybe on a 24-hour chart, this is a huge box right here. So we could maybe come right back down here. Do I have this line drawn? I don't think I do. Let me mark this on the 3-minute chart. I'm going to mark it like, I don't know, orange or something. This is the top of that 24-hour box. That'd be great if it came all the way down there. Okay, so we did close a little below cost basis. Okay, so let me just, yeah, I don't know. This is where bulls could step in like a heavy. They're already about to almost take out this huge bear candle with a lot of volume with a lot less volume. They may get up here. And if they do with less volume, it's not the best sign for this trade. And what I will do is move my stop. Where should I move it? VWAP and 50 EMA, it's like they just don't know when, like, they want to separate. Like, if there's not, okay, that's a nice curl. Let's just keep going. Just go get way separated. So this could, be coming down, but we're coming up. We're about to take out this high on this candle. I think it just did it. There it goes. Yeah, not the best. So we did close. They got it back out of the box. And now we could just totally just come up now. That kind of sucks. The bears also can defend this, the bottom box of this. So we'll see if they're able to do that. But at this point, I kind of doubt it. And they are kind of bouncing again off the daily 20. Where was that orange line I drew? Wow, that's crazy. Way down there. Could go down there, but I'm not sure that it will. I'm going to pause the video and be right back. Okay, so price came up. got back into this box. And what's unfortunate is I have to actually leave, so I have to exit. I'm going to exit this. But we did not get, I know it's kind of tough to see. We did not get a bear reset candle, meaning like this bear candle did not close above the 10 EMA on the 3-minute chart, which is good for this trade. Again, anything can happen. This could just shoot up, but I was a little surprised that the bulls like went this hard right here. I'm not gonna lie, but what's also great is hopefully this candle closes below this 10 EMA, because that would be, again, you know, that's in favor of this short trade. So we've got, you know, about 10 seconds left here. I wouldn't mind it being a bull candle. I just hope it does not shoot up and close above, right? Or it could be a bear one. So there's a bear one. I'm trying to wait as long as I can to like close this trade out, because let's see, where is this at? We want basically an R. Let's see if it can get to there before I close it. Come on. All right.
Order filled.
So kind of close that right there because I have to leave. I can't. And now, of course, this is just blasting down. Make sure I don't have any other orders like up. So we're doing this box again. This time, if we can close in here, I do think we're coming here, which could definitely lead to here. But if the bulls keep deciding to defend, and if you just want to know the price of this is $829.75. It's the top of this box, and then could come right back to $827.75. And if we do it again, I do think we'll come back here. But the bulls probably don't want to let that happen. So where am I at in the account? So just down 345, which is less than what I made yesterday. So maybe I should just, you know, if I get back to the house and there's a good opportunity, I'll probably take it. What I think I'll be so sad to see is if I get back and it's just, it did what it did yesterday, which I was in that short trade yesterday. See, did I delete it? Yeah, this is my, you talk about fear of missing out. I was in this nice short trade and I got out at a really good, I'm sorry, no, I got out here, out of everything, but it just dumped. Man, I can't believe it. That sucks. So, yeah, that'll make me a little upset if I come back and it's just totally tanked. And looks like it's trying to get right there to the bottom. I'm trying to hang on just a little bit. It sucks though, like I could have been in the trade still. There it goes. Now the bulls can push this up if they don't want the bears to get too much past it, but it should come out of the box at least a little bit before anything. So I can't keep watching this, so I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching this video. Well, I'll leave it up. Actually, I won't end the video yet because I might take something else when I come back. So anyways, I will be right back. Right, I am back. Greatness. So bears couldn't quite, they pushed it right to this little line, the first line that I drew, and bulls said, we're bouncing here. That's what we're doing. And what's kind of cool is it created this double bottom. And while I was out, I remember I checked on my phone and I saw that double bottom. And I was like, wish I was there to put in order right around the neckline. Whoops. Which is like right here. And that's exactly where price bounced. And the stop, I would have put it, I could have literally put it like right here. But I never do that. It's such a small stop. But so a little bit right at this low here. And whoops, that would have been a winning trade. Now, what probably would have happened is I would have exited all my contracts, but one left a runner, and then it would have turned, I would have had to have exited that last one. I'm a little too hopeful, I think, when I leave runners. So, yeah, that would have happened. So now I'm trying to decide on something. This has been a very choppy day on the 24-hour chart. It's kind of, the candle is like an indecision candle. So if I wanted to trade, I'm thinking of a couple different things. So I could just do the 10 EMA strategy because this candle right here was the first bull candle to open and close below the 10 EMA light blue line. So it would be something like this, and I would maybe go for one R because it's just crazy. But then that means we're fighting against this double bottom neckline, which we have pretty much bounced off of twice with this candle, and we came down again with this candle to that same area, and it has bounced so far. So it's kind of, consolidating right now, but that's what it's doing. I had half of mine when I first sat down to play this hammer candle, but with how I saw price kind of moving, I kind of got a little scared. And I was thinking about, so sometimes I like to see, actually this might have been a very strong hammer candle to play. So just like I said with hammer candles, I've noticed sometimes price will come down and fill the wick, at least I'll say 50% of the wick, if it's a nice long wick like this one, before it goes back up. Now this one didn't really do that. So I've noticed sometimes when hammer candles don't, like when price doesn't fill the wick and it just kind of blasts off, it will come back and it will try to, it'll retest basically this area, and on the second time the wick will fill, like this wick came down and started filling this wick right here, and it was about the 50% mark of the wick before it bounced again. So on the second time it will fill the wick a little bit, and if the bulls are there it will bounce. If they're not, it'll just fall and close below. Once it closed, or even takes out the low of this, of the wick, it's probably going to come down. It may go back up, but it's going to probably go down a little further. Anyways, so maybe entering this would have been good. This candle is sort of trying to zoom out of here. What's interesting is even though this has been like an indecision candle overall on the 24-hour chart, which also happens to look like an inverted head and shoulders at the end of the day. That's what this looks like, right? What's interesting is I'm looking at the volume spikes. We've had higher bear volume spikes than bull spikes. And with less really big bull spikes, they've been able to kind of keep price up. And what's kind of interesting is we lost the 30-minute low, the orb strategy, and we actually came back and we're ranging again between the low and the 30-minute high. So we're like, we actually have not come back to tap the high one time today. So ever since this tweezer top candle right here, the tweezer top candle pattern, which is right, I don't know if this, hang on, let me see. Yeah, these are tweezer tops. It's where two candles have the exact same high. If you can look right here, when I hover over it, it's the exact same high. It's kind of a bearish thing. And ever since that candle pattern, we have not taken out the highs of that candle pattern. So if we do, I do think we're going to come up here and probably get past the daily 10 EMA, which is great. So anyways, I haven't even talked about my ideas, right? So I could have played this 10 EMA, which would not be working at this point. I would have been filled and I'd be in the red right now. It's consolidating, trying to make up its mind. Doesn't mean it can't work, but it's just going a little crazy. And then since we came back into the 30-minute low and kind of ranging like this right here, I was thinking about having some sort of limit order somewhere here to go down again. But I don't know about that. Looks like, let's see, this 10 EMA may work. Okay, now it took out the low of this hammer candle. So now we'll see if it has enough strength to continue filling this wick, which also had a lot of volume. So if this gets taken out, we may come lower. Now it's kind of near the end of the day, so I don't know how far it could just go, but you know, I don't know. Now if this turns into a hammer candle, I may have to play it. I'm not gonna lie, because that'll be 3 hammer candles in a row. I may try to put the order like at least 50% of the wick if it comes up and closes like right here. That'd be great. But right now, it looks like it's not trying to do that. It's trying to go down and take out this wick fully and close below. Let's see if it gets to do that. And then they'll be aiming for this here. And again, this is the neckline of that double bottom. So technically I could, if I wanted to could do that. Could do that. See if it's a limit buy. Bulls pushed up out of this box here that you kind of see lightly drawn. We came back, they defended. And so they could be trying again. The bears could be trying to kind of come back into this box. Don't know if it will happen though. But my main strategy says to go short. So I, technically should be in something like that right there. That's the trade I should have taken for the main strategy. But because this is so choppy today, I don't know about it. We had one opportunity right here, below here, but my stop would have been at least right here. So I'd still be in this trade if I was in that. So that's something to kind of think about. Almost would have got stopped out. Come down. My stop would have been somewhere around here if I was in this trade. That's probably why the bears are not letting them get above this whole area here. So I don't know. I don't know whether to go long and just wait for it to come here and see if the bulls will defend again, or if I should just, first off, not trade, period. I think price will come back to this level here. This is a long video. If this turns into an inverted and closes as an inverted hammer, I'm willing to set the trade up like this. Get in above the wick of this inverted hammer if it closes like that. and just play one R. I'd probably take some contracts off right here. But that's only if this closes as an inverted hammer. So yeah, I would do that, and I'd have my stop below this wick just a little bit. Looks like it's fighting. Now it's turning into a bull candle hammer, inverted hammer. I would set stop. Let's do like 7. So it did close. I'm going to set it for now. Let's see something. And at this point, hang on. I'd have to take this off. I'm probably going to get filled here. And let's get rid of 2 right here. If that comes up and fills me, taking a trade, a counter trade against my main strategy. It's fighting the 30-minute low right here. So my entry is a little bit above it. I'm a little nervous. I can't lie to you. What's the 50% mark of this? Yeah, so my entry is also above the 50% mark of this long bear candle with a good amount of volume. There's so many bear volume spikes. And it's like,
stop filled.
With all the spikes that it has, have they really done their job? Like, I feel like with this much bear volume, or you know, when it spikes up, they should have come down further. Now they did a good job here. They did a good job here, but I actually think it should have gone lower. And they got taken out quite quickly with a little bit less volume. So we'll see if we can at least get a partial, not a partial, what am I trying to say? If we can, I'll feel better once 2 contracts can come off. I'll feel better. And then at that point, I would, do that at 1R and just see how far it could go. Looks like it's right there from me getting filled there. Ooh, the 50 is like stopping it. One thing I'm not too worried of is, like I was saying, the VWAP and the 50 EMA, they're kind of close together. They're not, looks like they're trying to slightly separate, but I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. And as I was talking about earlier in the day, this separation, it just wasn't quite, it wasn't quite long enough. Come on, just top up here and fill. I just want to get rid of 2 contracts at least.
Order filled.
That's okay, that's good. 3, modify, and yeah, so we'll see if we can get filled up here. I don't know, this is where bears could definitely step up quite a bit and let it not pass this area. Yeah, so it wasn't able to really separate too much. But as you can see what I was saying, it did kind of happen a little bit. That's why this trade worked out the way it did. Why do I have this over here? Why do I have... Yeah, because I got out of this on this candle. There we go. Okay, bulls are fighting. Let's see something. Yeah, this is definitely where I would want to exit. Maybe everything, if I'm honest, but I'll just leave it like it is now. Let's see if the bulls can continue pushing. They need to push a little bit more. They need to close also above all of these little wicks here. I have so much going on in the screen. It's like driving me a little crazy. I can't even lie about it. I don't know if they're gonna be able to do it. The bears did it for this trade. Come on, bulls, you can do it. Just right there. This always happens too. It's like price can get right, almost. Okay, fine.
Order filled.
Great. I feel a whole lot better. And even if this turns around, let's see, I should move my stop though. Ooh, I don't know if I should move it that fast. I'll move it like right here, so that if it turns around and I lose, not that bad. And I still should have recovered. Okay, yeah, I've recovered some of what I lost. So I'll be good with this losing day. Now, if we can take out this high, be great if it can come and just rally and just tap that 30-minute high, which I don't think it will. I think, let's see real quick. This was 1R. I exit all but one. Where could this come to? I'm thinking maybe back up here. Like maybe I get out like right here. If it could do it, I don't know. If we get a bear candle and it closes above the 10 EMA, I will like that for this trade, even though it'd be kind of scary because it would have to come all the way down here, and my stop is right there. It's a little scary, but I think what I'm going to do is maybe walk away and just walk away. And should I put I'll put a sell there, so that way, like if it goes and really breaks out of, okay, looks like it's trying to go. Let's see, oh my God, now let's see if it could take this high out. If it takes this high out, I think I'll kind of just maybe move my stop. I'll just move my stop in the green like crazy. Ooh, look at that. Bear's coming right as it's challenging this little high right here. So that might have been it. Like I said, it's so choppy today. Don't know that it would come all the way back. This was near the double bottom neckline, so I'm not too mad about that. Let's see what this candle looks like on the 20. Okay, so now the 24-hour chart looks like this. Still an indecision candle. Let me take this off. Still an indecision candle. We've already touched the 10 EMA on the 24-hour chart. And this could Actually, okay. I think I'm good on this trade. Like, I don't know that it'll come down and go too much past yesterday's close. Like right here. And that's where my entry is. Pretty much. I just realized that. If it does, I think this is going to push up. I think this might push up. It might take some time, but I don't know, because I could just see the open of this candle. I don't know. I think this is kind of strong. Like, I don't know that price would come all the way back down with the time we have left. It can, obviously, it can do anything. What I'm looking for now, I'm looking for a bear candle. Like, I kind of want a bear candle to happen. Because that'll give kind of a break. Like, there's already 4 bull candles in a row. If we can have a high bear candle right here, maybe we can consolidate a little bit before coming up. I just don't know if it's going to overtake this high right here. Let's see if it does. That means on the 24-hour candle, be right here. I mean, even if it comes back to the 30-minute high, this still would be an indecision candle. Like overall, like still be pretty indecisive. So not crazy. Now the thing I don't want a bear candle to just shoo and close below the 10 EMA. Like I said, I kind of want a high one. High one. We got 30 seconds left. We're in this tiny channel. We hit the bottom. I think I want to walk away. I also would not like it to close back into this like trend line of this channel. I kind of want it to just close right there, retest it, but don't go too far. Okay, basically closed right on it, which means, yeah, I could come and we could tap the 10 EMA and keep coming and then like go up. That's okay. I don't mind that. Let's see. Trying to give it some time here. I'm going to set. Because I probably am going to walk away. I don't want to keep sitting here watching this. If it loses, it loses. I'm trying to think where I could place my stop in the green. Because yeah. So I'm just going to set my stop here. It's like right. Not too much farther than my entry. I hope it would be enough room to let it come up. And it would be great if we could take out, if we take out this little high, then I believe we can take out this high. The bull's got to come in pretty fierce though. And I wonder if we could close a 30-minute high. That's, well, maybe that's too, that might be too optimistic. Maybe like right here at the tweezer tops. Once we take out this high, if that happens, it's going to be another challenge trying to take this out here. That'll be another area. Maybe I should just get out there. So the second time, the bears are they're really fighting. I don't know if this is coming up. I really don't. I think the bears just might be a little too strong. I can't believe this video is this long. I'm gonna try to put timestamps for this video. Let me just see really quick where that first 21, so it's right there. This technically was the first spot. I should have like moved my stop, but I'm okay because I'm trying to be a little bit more aggressive on this. Is that a gap? No, not really. But it can probably go there. So yeah. Bulls are struggling. Bulls are struggling. The bears do not want them to overtake this high. That is for sure. It's the hourly 50 EMA. I want to move my stop up further. Like, that is really, now that's high. That's like too high. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there and walk away. I'm scared to walk away. Woo. This is a nice bear candle coming in, and it's trying, the bulls would have to really step up right now. You know what? I'll say it like this. If price could come up right there, which maybe even right here, I'll just get out because I don't, it's too much of a struggle right now. Too much of a struggle. So all right, I'll be right back. That didn't take long. So it got filled, which is cool. Bulls might have it in them, right? To come up and come out to where I originally was saying. Because even if they come up to the 30-minute high, I mean, on the 24-hour chart overall, it's not like a, it would still be, an indecision type of candle. So it's not like the bears, well, then again, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it would. If we come all the way up here, bears would definitely not, right? Because this is the upper wick right here, and this is that lower wick on the 24-hour chart. So, yeah, coming up here would definitely get above most of the bear volume of today. I don't know that the Bears would let that happen right now. Don't know, but I think we will probably take out this little high. I just don't know how far we'll get up. That's the thing. But didn't I hear that Tesla did really well on their earnings or something like that? Maybe. And this is totally, this really does look like a Head and Shoulders now. With a double bottom for the head. Like that's pretty good. And the neckline, if it can come up a little bit more, would be somewhere around there. I definitely want to go bullish tomorrow if that's the case. It's got to come up a little bit. It could do that also overnight, which sort of thinking about maybe trading, but here we go. Let's see if the bulls can get that bigger push. So wait, hang on, let me show this. All right, so basically down 234. So I'm not too mad about that. I mean, I am, but at least I came back a little bit. I made this a little bit of a smaller losing day. I've noticed I'll get in the habit of when I have a losing day, it's like bigger than when I win. Like yesterday was a pretty good day, but earlier today, this was a very, I was down pretty, was it like $500 or something, or $600? I forgot actually. I think I have it written down somewhere. I think I deleted it. I know it was more than $300. Anyways, yeah, so. All right, well, if you watch this, which more than likely nobody has, to this point, I guess we'll see what price will do, but I don't have time actually to sit here and wait. This is just like way too back and forth. I'm really glad I kind of went with my gut here and did not get in short on the 10 EMA play. That is exactly what I would have done before, and I would have been really upset because I would have lost. So kind of glad I went against that. Anyways, if you watched it so far, like and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments. And, oh, let me see. Okay, yeah, so I gained back some of that distance drawdown. Anyways, that's it. I will see you on the next one.